Yeah, I mean, he's last couple of seasons he's unbelievably kicked on. I was at Blackpool with Rickie when he was a lad. He's apprentice with Danny Coyd, another ex-teammate of mine, and it just goes to show football's about opinion sometimes. He's had to work his way. He got released at Blackpool and he's worked his way through the leagues and he's been unbelievable. And I wish him all the best. I think he deserves it. He's never looked out of place. Obviously I used to be at Southampton as well, and I know he's held with unbelievable regard down there. What he's done there has been brilliant. I said at the time, without hoping not to put pressure on him at the time, that I felt he's probably the closest thing that Southampton have player since Matt Letizia retired. He's that kind of player. He can score all kinds of goals, and he's got them sort of goals in his locker. So to see him get an England cap and that is unbelievable. He's a great lad.
What an example to show, though. It's not all about sort of coming through an academy at the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United. You can, if you're good enough, work your way up and really be rewarded at the highest level. Yeah,
of course you can. I mean, it's like you say. I always, if I'm ever asked, I always say never give up, because football's about opinions. Just because your face might not fit at one club, you might find a club there where it does, and the key is to keep working hard and persevering, and hopefully get that break. And he's worked as hard as anyone. He's had to do. He's spent a lot of time in the lower leagues and that, and he's worked his way up, and he's reaping the rewards for it. Getting an England cap and everything. You only have to listen to his interview after Scotland to see how much it meant to him, and fair play to him.
Did you see that raw talent when you were with him at Blackpool and he was young?
Yeah, I mean, he always had. He was always good on the ball. He played in midfield a lot, if I remember, as in the youth team. But you always knew he had something. But I can't. It is a long time ago, but he did get released. But like I say, a lot of lads who are in that position might have put their head down and just drifted out the game. It can happen, and Rickie's stuck at it. He's been to different clubs. He's earned his stripes, sort of thing. He's been at a lot of lower league clubs, worked up, and he's gone from strength to strength. And if there's anyone who needs to be held example to young kids about never giving up, if things haven't gone rosy for you, it's Rickie Lambert.
Are you still in touch with him at all? Do you still send him a text or anything like that?
Funny, last time I spoke to him was on Xbox, because I was on with Coyd, my mate. We were on Call of Duty, but I haven't spoke to him for a bit. But no, like I say, he's a great lad, and he's a very quiet lad, a shy lad, really. And like I say, he deserves everything he gets.
How was the conversation through the Xbox on Call of Duty?
I was too busy trying to shoot him, I think. I was trying to get my mate Coyd, that's what it were. Yeah, I mean, I've been banned off that, to be honest, on my missus. So my eldest lad's always on there. I can't get on in it anymore.
So last time I spoke to him, you were trying to shoot, and then
it was a Call of Duty game. I was on there with Coyd as well, my mate. So yeah, but like I say, I can't get near my computer now. My eldest lad's on it all the time.
Fair enough. But just a couple of other random ones. Obviously, Gareth Bale has been in the news recently, to say the least. I mean, when you were at Southampton, did you know about him? Did you see him coming through as this incredible talent?
We had the thing at Southampton when I was there is that they had such an unbelievable youth system. I mean, off the top of my head, I've named close on 20 lads who've made a career in football coming through Southampton's youth team. Starting with when I went there with Wayne Bridge, who'd come through, and at the time, obviously Theo Walcott's come through and he came straight into the first team with us training. But Southampton had so many talented lads, young lads who you looked at, and in different ages coming down. Dexter Blackstock, Leon Best were there, as well, Matt Mills, was going through Mike Williamson, who's at Newcastle now. Who's just Brian Howard, who made a good career. There's just so many. I could probably pick nearly 2 teams of players who all come through in that youth system at different times. And he was just another a player of them who was a very, very good player. To do what he's done is unbelievable. He really has just kicked on, and I've watched him last couple of years, and he's just become absolutely immense. His talent, his abilities. I don't think anyone can see that. Can see ahead to say someone will be that good, but he's worked really, really hard, and he's finding himself playing for one of the best clubs in the world.
It's one of those things. You see the raw talent, but to become a man, to be just an astonishing physical specimen, and then fulfil it in the way that he has, is quite something.
Yeah, I mean, well, he obviously got into the first team after I'd left. I remember him. He scored a few free kicks. He got in at left back, and like I say, he's just gone from strength to strength. He's gone to Tottenham, which is a massive club, and he's just kicked on and become an absolutely outstanding player. Watching him a few years ago when he played Inter Milan and he destroyed Maicon, and you think, wow, he's going from being a really good player up into that elite group that that are really superstars, and he find himself the dearest player in the world, which is it's a hell of a price tag and thing to carry on your shoulders. But he doesn't set the price, and I wish him all the success. I hope he makes a really good career out of it out there, because he's certainly been, over the last few years, one of the best players in the Premiership, if not the best player.
Last one. What are your plans for the future? Have you thought about what happens next?
Well, my contract runs out end of this season. I'll be 37. I'd like to keep playing while I can, while I'm still enjoying it, but I'm not going to make any decisions. I think I'll finally get around to doing my coaching badges and might look at that side of it. But at the moment, I've just, ever since I've hit 30, a long time ago, I thought, right, I'll start thinking about it. But to be honest, I've been enjoying my football and stuff, and that, and it's just, season's just flown by. So yeah, I'll see this season out and see what what offers, how I feel and how my body's feeling. But at the moment, I still feel I'll play a decent part and contribute, a decent contribution. As soon as I feel I can't do it anymore, I think I'll knock it on the head. But at the moment, coming to training, doing something you love every day, and getting paid for it is still the best job in the world. And until it stops being, then I'll stop.